Good evening, brothers and sisters of planet Earth. Here, V.I.V.E, the messenger of the wind. And the message of tonight for you is evolution. Either if you believe in the theory of the biological human evolution, where we took millions of years to go from one unicellular thing to the actual thing we are, or if you believe in other theories that says that either we were implanted here in the earth, somebody manipulate our DNA, whatever you believe. The truth, what we need to recognize is that what we are now, physically, mentally, emotionally, there is a certain limit, but also that things constantly are evolving. Evolution means transformation, growing, improving, change, expansion, and always we are looking as humans for that. And once we get to a point, we need to go for something else. Physically, there is not much we can do about our body. We feed it in a correct way, talking about feeding with food and also feeding with emotions in a correct way. We eat what it's supposed we need to eat. I think once you learn your body, once you learn how to speak with your body, you know what's the best for you. You clean it, you feed it, and that's it. That's as much as you can do for your body. Actually, it would take hours, because if you count how many hours we use for keeping this body running, taking the shower, washing your teeth, the time you're in the toilet, the time you're eating, it's hours and hours and hours. And this is just one dimension of us. But also when we think about the mind, it is believed by people who investigate the brain that we use 5% of our brain consciously, and even 95% it's completely unconscious. We have no notion about what's going on. Think about your body, breathing, how the heart beats, how the blood is taken to every part. We don't know that. Even our breathing goes just by itself in automaton. But if we learn little by little how to wake up, awareness, consciousness, we start looking things with a bigger perception, and we start getting more and more aware about what's going on inside of us. And what happens once we reach to the 100% mental equilibrium? Because according with the prophecies of the ancient societies, including the one here in the mountains and the ones in America and the north part as well, one day the eagle from the north and the condor from the south, the male and the female, will be together, and that's when we are going to recover our consciousness. I think they are talking about the day we put our own male and female part together and we accept that we are a union of both. When our rational and our intuitive brains come together, our awareness, our perception, our mental evolution will be bigger and bigger. And must be more and more and more. Here in the Andes, in the local philosophy and the philosophy of living with awareness, there are 9 levels of consciousness a human being can have. Starting from the basic one, very primitive, that it's called Pachamama, time-space. For a human being, it's just be an robot. Just stay in certain place, allow the the time pass over you, and then you're gone. You left nothing behind for nobody. You never represent anything from this cosmos. The next one is called Runa, human, where you know that you have a little bit more than the rest of the creation, and it's consciousness. And then the next one, it's an observer, because you observe that you are not an individual, you are part of a system, not just with other human beings, but all the creation in general. Once you observe that everything is cyclical, that everything has a law, that whatever you give comes back to you, then you are looking at a different world. And then you become a Pampa Misai. You become a guy who knows, a girl who knows that not just the world exists in a certain way, but you can create things. Your actions can create reactions of the universe. And once you learn the actions or reactions of the universe, you can be part of a system of reciprocity. Give and get back. So evolution is a very important thing, and doesn't matter in what level, in what path you are right now. But I want to share with you a quite easy technique that works for me a lot. Remember that whatever works for me doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. What I say doesn't have to be truth. If it resonates with you, take it, prove it, and maybe this knowledge could become wisdom for you. Maybe it works for you, maybe it does not. But we have to prove, and we have to try, and we have to open our mind to new things. So this is the message for tonight. What I do every night before I go to bed is try to take my clothes off with a mental ritual. I'm thinking, once I'm taking layers out, that also together with these clothes, I'm taking my own layers, my own humanity, my masks, my personalities, the tools that I use for working daily in the world, leaving them behind on the floor. Even the clothes, I literally left them on the floor. And I'm just taking my body with me to the bed. And once I'm in bed, the last seconds before I fall asleep, I also think that I'm leaving my body secure, that I am leaving it behind there in that bed, and I'm going to another world. My body, my emotions are going to be okay. I control nothing at all, and I'm going to a place which is going to be different from me, where I'm going to learn a few more things. Leaving behind my body, my mind, and my emotions, I try to get another dimension of myself. What I am really, if I am not my body, if I am not my mind, if I am not my emotions, yes, they are mine, but I am not that. My body is mine, but it's not me. My brain, my emotions, my logic, it's mine, but it's not me. I can use it. They are amazing tools for working in our daily activities. But once I left them behind, once I do one step aside of them, I discover another dimension, something else. Energy, spark of divinity, whatever you want to call it, something else. That's real me, that controls these three important things. The next day, I take my body back. I take, together with the clothes, I take all my things. And my first meditation in the morning, it's about a scanning of them. Closing the eyes, I start scanning first my body. Feeling it from the head, through the neck, the body, all the way down to the legs. Trying to discover what it is inside. I forget about absolutely everything outside. Inside, how is my body? Can I feel tension, pain, illness, disease, somewhere else along it? If I do, no panic. It's okay. If I do, you feel it. You allow it to come. You welcome in your body. And you start talking. Maybe you get answers, maybe not. Maybe you feel nothing. Maybe you can change nothing. It is okay. Always it's okay because under your control. You always can do something better the next day. No pressure. The only thing is discover I get tension in my neck. Try to release it. If I can, it's okay. If I cannot, it's not a big deal. Keep going. This is here, pain here, stress here, something wrong there. Trying to speak and say, what are you here for? What are you trying to tell me? What's the message? Should I eat something different? Should I manage my emotions in a different way? Should this happen? Should not? Once I'm done with the body, I start with my mind, the logic part, my thoughts. What kind of thoughts come to me? Are they good ones? Are they bad ones? And the emotions as well attached to the thoughts. Okay, I'm feeling rage, I'm feeling love, I'm feeling quietness, I'm feeling angry. Again, I let it happen. It is okay. It is perfectly okay even if bad things come. Let them come. Let's talk with it. If you can let them go, let them go. If you cannot, it's not a big deal. Let them stay there. They are going to be there until you learn. Otherwise, they are going to stay there. And keep scanning every possible thought, every possible emotion attached to this thought, and trying to release them as much as I can. Then I go for taking a shower, open the water, says, Mother Water, welcome to my universe. Thank you to let me go in your universe. Please wash in my energetic body, in my physical body, my thoughts, my mind, my emotions, whatever I don't need it, just wash it. It's a ritual of purification. Then thanking for the day, to the sun, to the Mother Earth, to the nature, and that helped a lot to me to go through the day. No judge, no panic, no fear. Even if the fear comes, not fear to have fear, because fear is okay. It's very important to remember that you cannot see yourself. Your eyes cannot see your eyes. That's for sure. At least you are looking in a mirror. So whatever happens to you in the world, it's not the world. It's messages, it's reflection, it's something that has to be fixed. If you're not having a good relationship, if you're not having a good business, if you're having trouble with whatever, it means that there is something that has to be fixed. Once you fix it, once you understand the message, maybe you need more value. Maybe you have to learn to say no. Maybe you have to learn to forgive. Maybe you have to learn this, or maybe you have to learn that. You don't know. But how you're going to know, how you're going to learn, if you close your perception, you have to listen. If the problem is you because you are reflecting everything from outside, if the answers are not outside, are here, are in. And these little meditation techniques allow you to go to the correct place, but at the same time allow to be a little bit far from physical, emotional, and mental part of you, and allow to see like a third view, like you are from outside. And this is a very important thing for me, and it works. And maybe this is something you can try. Maybe this is something it can help you. And that's why I'm here tonight to share with you this important message. God bless you, unconditional love for you. It is important little by little, day by day, step by step, evolve, grow. You have to remember that to create something, you have to left something behind. To create something, something has to be destroyed. Things are things, and reality is reality. There are many things you cannot change it, but what you can change is the way you perceive and the way you see them. If you get bigger and bigger perception, if you analyze all the dimensions of the problem, the situation, the thing, life is not a battlefield anymore. You have to fight nothing. You have to destroy nothing. The only thing you have to do is look, learn, and then act in a conscious way in order to do things in a fantastic and beautiful way for you. Have a good night.